Today we're going to review one of the most popular kids sewing machines on Amazon, because what if this could replace your sewing machine? Or it could be a great tool for teaching your kids math, spatial relationships, resilience, problem solving, and all kinds of great skills that you can lure them in with a creative activity.
I'm going to be a fashion designer.
16,000 people got this on Amazon, and it has a 4-star average review. Let's find out if they were right. Is this going to be your new sewing machine, or is it a $35 pile of junk? I'm so excited. Yes! Oh, that looks fantastic.
This is everything that came in the box with the machine.
You are so cute. I might have to marry it.
So we've got our manuals and our quick instructions, and that's great. This is your foot pedal, so that's how you plug it in and make the machine go. And this is your power, that's how you plug it into the wall and make it go. It's also equipped with a battery option down here. And here are the plugins, the foot pedal and the wall.
We're just going to zip over this to the interesting parts.
And this is a little sewing table attachment that you can put on here.
Behold, the future is now.
Okay, let's get this puppy some power. So it already has a little piece of fabric in it, which is good. That means it's been tested at the factory.
This is really where the rubber hits the road. Sewing already, right out of the box. No wonder people like this machine.
Yes! Oh, you are so cute! One thing I think is really handy is this guard. It keeps your fingers from getting under that needle, which is really, I actually think that's an ideal feature for a child. All right, let's sew some.
You know, I got a little overexcited there and my thread has already come loose. So let's just get this rethreaded, but we'll have that done in a jiffy.
Please don't make me sew denim, oh God.
I don't have any denim handy, so you are off the hook. That is another technical sewing term for you. Off the hook.
And pushing this button to make it down.
A happy dance! Woohoo!
Now, this button will keep going until I push it again. So that's a little creepy because it'll just keep going. But it's also kind of handy because then I have two hands that I can work with over here.
Okay, so this was a little difficult. Pulling the thread out pulls it so much that the needles are bending. Do you see that there?
All of this stuff, including this thing, is bending off to the side.
It's feeling really janky.
But it is a decent stitch on either side.
I feel like this pre-thread aspect, this right here might be why 16,000 people thought it was a decent thing, because it's all set up to sew.
I'm having a look at the provided needles, and they do appear to be standard, which is great news. That means that you would be able to replace them with just ordinary needles. I do like that the manual has a lot of troubleshooting that is very basic to sewing, and it would teach you a lot of the things that you need to learn in order to use a sewing machine, and you would get familiar with the parts like the take-up lever, the tension plate. Those are all the same.
Fun fact, this was first designed as a Barbie accessory, but someone accidentally added a motor.
So it is starting, but the machine is having kind of little conniption fits already.
And the technical term for that is nope.
I wouldn't say that it's sewing smoothly. I would say, good gosh, this thing's already jammed up. How did it jam up on the easiest fabric ever to use?
All right, we're just going to try again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rethread it and reseat the bobbin. And I'm going to reseat the thread in the tension disc. And I'm going to loosen the tension. Yes, and that tension, I'm going to loosen it again. It's really tight. And I'm going to loosen it again. And I have a new technical term for thread tension, and that is LOL.
It's so tight that it's pulled that take-up lever down.
And the thread tension is set to good luck. The bobbin actually went in pretty easily, so that's great.
There we go. You just have to come in really from the side, but you would get used to that.
I'm having a really good feeling about this.
And okay, this time we're sewing.
Fantastic!
Is there a reverse? It did not say in the manual anything about this. And there are a lot of fabrics that it says you can't sew. What you can sew is cotton and linen that are regular, thick, thin, and hard, but not soft. So no t-shirts. And no silk unless it's very stiff. You can sew polyesters unless they're thin or soft, and really hardly any elastic. This is like a questionable.
I know we can still make this work. I have 10 years experience with sewing machines.
Okay, so since there's not a reverse, what we're going to do is we're going to do our knots this way. We're going to just go back over, and that's how we'll make a knot on this.
Yes! Oh, that looks fantastic. I love it.
It also has this thread holder. And in the instruction manual, it's a little confusing what the point of this is, because you pull it up and then you put your thread on here. Which, by the way, how you do that is you pull this out. Let's see if I can get this out and change the thread. We're just going to change the thread now.
Huh. It's not you. It's the sewing machine. I did have to go get some pliers to get this out. Okay. We're just going to try this again. Now we put the post through the bobbin with the spring on the back and push it into the machine. The threading order is numbered, which I really like. It's very important to get it between these washers. That's your tension plate. And we are back in business. I think the extra spool might be there to wind the bobbin with, but there are no directions for winding the bobbin. I really don't think the manufacturer expects you or your child to get that far, which makes me sad. Since I couldn't ESP how to wind the bobbin, I'm just putting another one of the bobbins in to test out changing it.
So I'm going to just...
Oh, please, please, please behave. Oh, cute little sewing machine.
Okay, so I've managed to... Good gosh.
If you don't behave, I'm sending you back. The manual is full of helpful suggestions like adjust the synchronization, replace the hook plate, look, take apart and maintain, look, add lube. Where? Look, this isn't, do you want to stay here with me? I mean, I'm a ball of love and affection. Well, I think I've been through all the stages of grief here. I know we can still make this work. If you don't behave, I'm sending you back. And my little heart is broken. I've come to a conclusion. This is a hard pass, but up next we have testing to see if a stapler would be a better option. I'm kidding. Don't despair. I have you covered. I have an excellent alternative, and that is a secondhand sewing machine. Have you heard the phrase, they don't make them like they used to? In the case of secondhand sewing machines, this is so true. And I have a video where we go in depth on all of your options and look at what it takes to buy a secondhand machine. So don't feel intimidated by it, but check that video out and I will take you through it.